age is just a number in the grand scheme of things. We've seen the likes of Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko. So as I was reading this book, I just kept alluding to that real life situation, and at this point, like, there's a real life representation of what Wole Soyinka projected in his book as far back as 1962. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Uche, and if this is your first time here, you are highly welcome. Please do want to click on the subscribe button below and also turn on your post notifications so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Guys, I have been reading a whole lot of books and I'm so excited to share these books with each and every one of you. So guys, please, you definitely want to be tuned to this channel. In this video, I will be reviewing an African classic, a Nigerian classic, a book by one of the finest authors that Nigeria has ever produced and Africa at large. The book I'm talking about is The Lion and the Jewel by Wole Soyinka. Alright guys, so this book was published in 1962 by Oxford University Press, and it is actually a play or a drama, and this is the very first play I'll be reviewing on this channel. Most times I do prose, I read a whole lot of prose. I think the last time I read anything that was a play or a drama was when I was in secondary school. Yes, now I'm bringing it back. So I've always had this book as a kid. I read it when I was in primary school, but the thing is, I didn't really understand what it was about. Yes, I enjoyed reading the book as a child. I read it more than twice, yeah, but it took me reading it now as an adult to actually understand the whole concept of The Lion and the Jewel. So Drama 101, you know that this book is written in acts and scenes, so it is not like your usual prose that is written in chapters. Yes, there are 4 key characters that are mentioned in this book. There is Sidi, the village belle. There is Baale Baruka, the 62-year-old chieftain of Ilujinle village. Then there is Lakunle, the village school teacher, and there's Sadiku, the head wife or the chief wife of Baale Baruka. So this book is set in one of the western parts of Nigeria. A state is not given, but of course everything about it is, there are Yoruba characters, Yoruba words written by a Yoruba author. So yes, it is set in the western part of Nigeria, and it tells the story of these 4 characters and how their lives are intertwined. Yeah, so we see Sidi, the village beauty, most likely the most beautiful girl in that village. So a picture got featured in a magazine, which is the work of a photographer that captured her out of curiosity, and this brings like so much honor and grace to her. Already she's the village belle, but the fact that a picture got printed on paper, like in a magazine, it was a big deal and it was worthy of being celebrated. So the Baale, that's Baruka, was well known as the chieftain of that village, but now it felt like he had to share a spot in the limelight with the newly elevated Sidi. So he sends his head wife Sadiku with a message to Sidi, inviting her to his palace in the guise of celebrating her feature in the magazine. But Sidi becomes, you know, there's this arrogance that comes with being published in a magazine. So she was feeling all pressure, she was feeling all like God, like in the same level as the Baale. But the thing is, when Sadiku comes to meet her, she gives Sidi news about the Baale, that's Baruka's interest in her. She tells her that she has the chance of being his last and favorite wife. You know, she tells her the benefits of being Baruka's last wife, the same benefits she has enjoyed, because from what Sadiku says, she was the last wife of Baruka's father, and when he passed on, she became his very first wife. So it's all from glory to glory. It's a win-win situation. Then there is Lakunle, the village school teacher, on the other hand, who has been wooing Sidi relentlessly, and Sidi is giving him a tough time. Not much of a tough time, but the thing is that Lakunle is headstrong in his modern ways. Sidi has told him already that, okay, if you want to have me as a wife, you have to pay the bride price. And I feel like if Lakunle had done this earlier, if he had conformed to that, to the normal tradition, the tradition which he came out from before any influence of westernization or whatnot, I feel it would have been a whole different story that we'll be reading in this book. But he's headstrong, he has dreams for Sidi, wanting her to be a modern woman. He has dreams, and it's just dreams, a piper's dreams, all talks and no action. So Sadiku reveals a secret to Sidi, telling her that Baruka, the chieftain of that village, the Baale of Ilujinle village, was impotent. Yes. So she told her that, okay, he had confided in her, so he wasn't really a full man. And instead of Sidi to leave it at that, Sidi decides to actually honor this invitation to the Baale's palace and go to taunt him that, that he was no use to her. He was an old man. He had lost his usefulness in the other room, and she was young and sprightly, everything. And she goes there. By the time Sidi comes back, it's a whole different story we are hearing, and it just leads us back to the title of this book. Who is the lion? Who is the jewel? So simple as that. Sidi is the jewel, while the lion is Baruka. So Baruka is referred to as a fox. A fox is known to be cunning. You can say, as cunning as a fox. So Baruka is a very cunning man. If you ask the different characters, they have different things to say about him, but Baruka has his own defense to what people think about him. So if you listen to others, if you listen to Lakunle, if you even listen to Sidi at the beginning, you would say, that Baruka is wily as a fox. He is not really the most loved. Yes, when it comes to people that are loved in that village, he's not the most loved. But hey, they have to accept it. It's a ballet, for crying out loud. But we get to see how Baruka used his cunning in getting the very much elusive Sidi, and he just kind of like snatched her. He didn't even have to do much. He just needed to pass a wrong information. He ended up deceiving every one of them there, the main characters there, Sadiku, Sidi, and Lakunle. So he just used his cunning to get what he wanted. So this story is an epic tale of the lion Baruka hunting for his jewel Sidi, and the ending was kind of, I don't know if I'll say it was surprising. Yeah, it felt kind of surprising, because the Sidi that went into Baruka's home is not the same Sidi that came out from that place. After Sidi met with Baruka, we see a more enthusiastic Sidi. We see a Sidi with a different change of opinion, someone more accepting of this man that is old enough to be her father. And at this point, I just have to say, age is just a number. Age is just a number in the grand scheme of things. And you might think, it's just something that could happen in the olden days, or it's not achievable now. But we've seen the likes of Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko. So as I was reading this book, I just kept alluding to that real life situation. And at this point, like, there's a real life representation of what Wole Soyinka projected in his book as far back as 1962. And I know this book is one of the recommended texts for JAMB, and I wish everybody that is going to be writing the next JAMB, I wish them luck. But this book is just it. It has the themes of vanity and how Sidi revels in being the village beauty and being featured in the magazine. That's kind of like the biggest honor. Baruka was featured in the magazine as well, but all focus was on Sidi. it was her pictures that was spread across most of the pages in the magazine, while Baruka had just one small portion allotted to him. Then we also have the theme of, we like call it cunningness or craftiness, and this we see with Baruka, and how he was cunning and crafty in achieving what he wanted. Then Sadiku is just kind of like the available pawn. You know, she was there to do Baruka's bidding, even carrying false information and all. And we also see the theme of love on Lakunle's part. So Lakunle loved Sidi, but I'm not going to give him 100%, because if he loved her enough, he would have, you know, just paid the bride price. But he was so ensconced in his modern ways, in modernity, and that's just it about this book. Do I recommend you read it? Yes, if you're looking to have a good time, if you're looking to read something fun. One heads up that I will just give you: Wole Soyinka writes with such poetic words, and it might not really be easy to decipher among new readers that are not used to big words or thinking deeply. So with anything that Wole Soyinka writes, especially with this book, you have to read in between the lines to really get at what he's trying to tell you. So it's not just plain for everybody to see. You really need to. I'm overemphasizing this, that you really need to know how to read in between the lines. But this is one of those easy books to read, because I know I've tried one other book by Wole Soyinka when I was younger, and it was so hard to decipher. But with this is actually a very worthy read. Am I recommending it? Yes, this is a classic, and it is a beautiful piece of work. So guys, I really recommend this book. If you've read The Lion and the Jewel, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be waiting for you there. Let's talk about this book. And also, if you have books that you think I should read and review on this channel, please make your request in the comment section below as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please do well to click on the like button, share this video with your friends, share this with your book lovers that you know in your environment, in your community. Leave a comment, and also subscribe. It's very important you subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you in my very next video. Bye guys.